You went on the, I think, Howard Stern show for the very first time when you were still with the company, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, many times.
Yeah. One time you went on there and you talked about Triple H liking anal or something like that. Did he give you heat for that?
You know, it was fun. He did. And at that time, you know, when you go on a show like Howard Stern, who, by the way, has followed my career from day one that I was on there. I think I've been on his show at least like once a year since then. And the thing I learned about Howard, and who would have guessed, reality TV star later or whatever, it's not my first name, the races. You know, you could say one thing and he's going to turn it around, he's going to turn it around, he's going to turn it around. So I could say that you know, whatever, and, you know, had anal sex with 50 guys in the back before I came here, you know, don't you remember Howard?
Right.
And, you know, you know, so I was always a good sport with Howard and would go along with him. And
did it ever bother you that he made fun of you at all, or no?
No, I never did. I never did. What bothered me was that after the fact, because half of it is, you know, I knew I was going to get that kind of stuff because I wasn't the girl. That wasn't my mode. I wasn't going to go on there and be a sexy stripper that took my top off. You know,
right.
We're going to have to go the opposite direction there. You know, and he was helping me by doing all of that stuff at the same time that I was a good sport for his show. It's all audio. It's all listeners. You know what I mean? So what bothered me was the reaction that I would get from other people because I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, you guys. You know, just as much, and it's funny because as much as people would buy into the whole wrestling of what's real and not real, I would be like, how can you possibly be upset with stuff that I've said on radio when it's the Howard Stern show and you don't know what's going on there, or you know, it's based on, you know, the you know, the donut eating listener on the side of the road that's, you know, jerking off or sitting on speakers calling in, you know. It's